Only took 7 clicks to make that happen. All right. Predator, killer of killers. So, if you're a fan of the Predator franchise and you feel like for a while it's been kind of lackluster, this was a good time. There's not really much to spoil here because it's not like a big tentpole movie where there's like a bunch of crazy plot and stuff. There are cool Easter eggs. There's a lot of really cool sequences. There's cool Predator lore, but in general, this is mostly just kind of like a roller coaster ride. The one that I watched, I don't know if there's just a straight English dub, but the one I watched, there's subtitles because there's different languages and stuff. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, the original Predator is freaking amazing. I don't see it as like a perfect movie, although like it's perfect in the sense of like how cool, like just it's just like a cool movie. But in terms of like when you compare it to some of the other movies and some of the more creative things they've done with the idea since the first one was made, you got to give credit to the first one for kicking it off. But since then they've gone real far with it and done really cool stuff. They've also done a lot of really lame stuff. So I'm not like defending the bad movies and stuff, or I'm just trying to say they've done cooler things. I always liked Predator 2. That was just like kind of like when I was a kid, I liked the first one. So the second one, I was just like more of the thing I love. Awesome. And then was it Predators? Obviously there was the Alien vs. Predator movies, which I thought the first one was fun until the Predator teams up with the girl and they're like running side by side. Then it was like a little goofy to me. And then Alien vs. Predator Requiem, we won't talk about that one because that was just, there's a lot of disappointing things about that movie. But the Predators, I thought that was a good time. I thought it was a little rushed at the end, but in general, it's like great cast, great actors. Generally, when I'm watching a Predator movie, there's a few things I want to see. I want to see you set up a bunch of characters, make me like them, show that they're like competent, badass characters, and then have them slowly fall one by one to the Predator who outsmarts them or uses his technology against them. And want creative, cool kills, and Predators had a few of those. Maybe I'll do like a top 10 Predator kills list. That'd be fun. I like lists. And then I thought The Predator was really bad. I thought it had a good cast. I thought for the most part, most of the actors in it were doing a fine job, but I didn't think like any of the deaths in the movie were good at all. There may have been like one or two. I don't know. I got to go back and watch it, but like that one was a big disappointment for me. I think it was like one of those things where like the Predator didn't even kill as many people as like other things in the movie killed people. Like there's a point where like the gun malfunctions. The guy has the Predator gun on his shoulder, and I think it like malfunctions and shoots himself in the head. And then there's like a point where like the two characters get impaled by like branches, so they just shoot each other to kill each other. And then one guy gets his legs chopped off by the shield of the ship. I was like, the Predator isn't even killing the people. Like, and then the one guy that does get killed, the guy from the Game of Thrones, like he gets shot in the arm, and then he shoots off a flare, and then you just never see what happens to him. Like, you couldn't even show me the Predator killing that guy. So I was just like, it was a whole movie of the Predator not killing people. Except for there was the one Predator in the beginning that killed a bunch of people using an assault rifle. So anyways, and then Prey. I really liked Prey. I thought Prey was a good return to form. The only thing I would say about Prey is I feel like they didn't really flesh out as many of the characters. Like it was mostly just the girl, her brother, and that was it. Like I almost feel like the French people got more of a fleshed out than like a lot of the other like Native Americans in the movie that get killed. It was just like, all right, like, so, but overall, Prey was a good time. So, Killer of Killers. I would say the flaw for me in this movie is like the kills in it are gnarly, but like there's no savoring it. There's no like moment where like you're like kind of rooting for the person, and then like they get killed, and then you're like, oh man, it's just kind of like they set up some characters and you're like, all right, here's the team, and then like within a minute like 90% of them are dead, and they get killed in like gruesome ways, but like still, you know, like I almost kind of wanted like 15 more minutes of each one, like of each segment. So it's basically broken into three segments. There's the Viking section, the samurai section, and then the like World War II section. And I almost like wish it was more like a TV show, and each one had like 10 or 15 more minutes where like it kind of like, gave each character a little bit more time to like get killed by the predator and then have like the big showdown at the end. But this was kind of presented more as like a movie, and like it goes through each section pretty quickly. Not like super quickly, maybe like 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes in each one. And then it does tie it all together at the end in an awesome battle sequence, which is really cool. But overall, and it does tie into other movies in its own way, which is really cool. So what I would say about this movie is it's got me excited for Badlands, Predator Badlands, which is coming out this year, I think. Because the guy who did Prey also did this one, and he's doing Badlands. So really excited to see what he's got coming. Hopefully he'll kind of help usher in a new age of amazing Predator and Predator-related things. All right, Predator, Killer of Killers.